Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, and I am really behind the time, so let's just reveal who it is. Hey, guess what? Jeff. Okay, this is gonna be good. Jeff, come on in. Let's find out when you're here so that we can chat a little bit. Oh my gosh, everybody is already afraid. Hello there, Jeff.
Oh my gosh, I'm here.
People are afraid.
Why are people so afraid of me?
You know why they're afraid. You know, okay? You absolutely know why people are afraid.
Thinking about games, you run, you jump. It's just like Mario.
Is this game like Mario?
Yeah, there's a castle.
Okay.
And you collect things. And if you collect 100 of them, you get an extra life. So that makes it just like Mario.
Yeah, that's pretty much Mario. So let me reveal this because I really need to get to capturing the incredible adventure of Mad Mac. Why is Mac so mad?
He's crazy. That kind of mad.
Oh, that kind of mad. Okay, so like me.
Kind of like you.
Okay. Well,
But
that's not
he's-
very nice. Can't call people mad, Jeff.
Well, he's mad a little bit different way. He is a little crazy, I guess, but he's using that crazy to do some dumb things, going into a castle inhabited by a really scary ghost.
Oh, I'm...
And you run away from the ghosts, right?
Yeah, I don't like ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Some of them are cool. I would probably smooch some of them. Like, not gonna lie.
What do you think about this ghost?
Well, the one on the title screen,
Yeah,
he's kind of scary. Not the biggest fan.
he has a name. His name is
Mac?
No. Mac is you.
Wait, so
it's-
Mac's the ghost?
No. You are
The
Mac,
ghost
the
smoosher.
little ninja guy.
Okay.
And the ghost is Tsubai.
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 Okay. I'm starting to understand this. Okay. So
Alright,
when
so
do
it's-
you smooch the ghost?
Well, I can't give that away.
Okay,
Also,
I'll go
let
ahead
me
and let that
adjust my-
secret.
Let me see if I can adjust my audio a little bit.
Gonna go ahead and pull a Frodo and say, you know, keep your secrets safe. I can always turn you up on my side if needed.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Why don't you go ahead and turn me up?
Yeah, I've got it set up so I can actually do that. Okay, talk to me, Jeff.
Okay, y'all hear me?
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, maybe.
All right. There's probably going to be still some puffing into the mic.
Ow. That's okay. I'll forgive you, Jeff. You know, you actually came and did commentary while your apartment was on fire once. I feel like we can let you puff into the microphone a few times.
Well, thank you.
By the way, everybody in
And just in
chat,
case
I'm not
anybody
lying.
He is not lying. My apartment was on fire, but I didn't actually do the commentary from my apartment. I went to the local cafe that had internet access. so I
Yeah,
could
that
do
was
it.
a smarter idea than staying in your apartment, so I appreciate that. Welcome to Ku5ogrande, where when people's places are on fire, you just let the government handle it, okay? They're the ones who get paid to put fires out, and then you come to a cafe and you make people suffer for your own suffering.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff, you're hilarious. So what kind of game is this? Is this going to be a platformer?
Yeah, I told you it's a Mario game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a Mario game
So
with...
it's very straightforward. You run from left to right. Sometimes you go into doors.
Why
and
does...
you just
Why is it always left to right? There are other directions, you know?
you can go to right to left, but I mean that will be the opposite of making progress.
I don't want to not make progress. I guess we're at an impasse.
You could do that, but regardless of what you want, the players are going to be moving from left to right in order to make progress, so that they can endure more of this kind of stuff in the future.
So they can endure. Good. Good. Enduring to their bitter ends. Let's go ahead and just test out a little bit of the music, see how this sounds. I'm sure it's going to sound. I keep thinking it's a genie game, and I'm reading that as magic, but it's not magic. It's Mad Mac.
There's no magic in this game. It's real life. Very realistic.
This is not very good music.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, Jeff. It's just not. I gotta be real here.
All right. Well, maybe once we get into this is a title screen music. Maybe you'll be won over by the in-game music.
Now, the 4 players are getting geared up for this. A little bit stressed. We have Alapex, dog developer, who I... just a sec. Ignore the moving names. Ignore them. Ignore. Okay, good job, chat. Very, very much appreciated. I'm checking to see if they are ready to play. Everybody get all of your emotes ready, specifically ghosts. Anything else?
Are we doing... Alapex is doing the audio? I thought we were doing...
No, dog developer is doing the audio. Oh my gosh. Everybody ignore what's going on. I did ignore. I'm using dog developer's audio. I just messed it up. Ignore. Don't look. Okay, don't look. Okay, there we go. And
right,
ignore. Okay.
Has to go to the options and make sure they're playing on the extreme difficulty. I gave them a choice of whether they wanted easy, normal, or hard. Everybody wanted normal, so I gave them extreme.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, we are just
confirming.
Just confirming. It is extreme.
This is not from Estonia. This is from Germany.
You can tell from the constant annoying beeping. I hate this beeping, Jeff. I really, really dislike it. I hope it doesn't last too long.
You hate this beeping?
Yes.
You hate this beeping? Well, I got something for you. Hold my beer.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just wait until they run into a rat.
Hiya!
Hiya!
Okay, here we go. Okay, talk to me, Jeff. Did he just say hola?
Well, when you get that, it says power up. And then, all right, so we got these golden Buddha statues because that's, I guess, what this German software developer imagined Asia being like. Is just having golden Buddha statues everywhere.
This is not at all what it looks like.
It's a castle that somebody has strewn golden Buddha statues all over the place for you to pick up. If you get 100 of them, you get an extra life. So
oh, ow, the mice! Ow!
Yeah!
Oh!
I think they're rats, but yeah.
Jeff, this is not okay. Oh, everybody get ready to die.
I know, isn't that the best part of this game? Well, I think it's actually the second best part. My favorite is when you collect the golden Buddhas. That's the Windows 3.1 shutting down.
Oh, I know that
effect.
sound. Yeah.
Well, I know you know it, but some folks here might not have been around and using computers in 1991. Well, this game was in 94.
Not the mice! Don't touch them! Don't get anywhere near them! They're making noises. The night! I'm sorry, I'm very stressed because I never know when there's going to be a terrible sound. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, the point wasn't to make you stressed.
I'm very stressed.
I'm sorry. Oh, and we'll see when you get a game over screen. That's fun also.
Yeah, du hast.
You have lost a life.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the life. Oh my gosh. Oh, so there are quite a few new viewers with this stream, and if you are new, welcome to sometimes sound effects are absolutely the worst thing possible, and we definitely have that today. Yeah, everything looks the same, Jeff. How are we even going to track this?
Well, this screens look kind of similar within the levels, but there are 10 different levels, so hopefully we'll see some progress.
Okay.
Maybe level 3 or 4. And beyond that, some of the levels have keys.
One up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could
Akita.
find one ups. Yes,
That's a good password.
in level 2. So there are keys for some of the levels, so that would be sort of a midway point. If you get
Okay.
a key. Because some of the levels you can't exit until you get a key.
Oh no, door maze.
No, they're not mazes. There's sort of only one way to go. I mean, there's a tiny bit of non-linearity in the sense that you can go into some rooms.
This
where
bat
there are power-ups.
noise. I love the bats.
Right, exactly. Everybody loves bats in video games.
Oh my gosh, yeah, these are the best bats, okay? I want
my-
to take one to my home, and I just want it to make that noise all day long.
My favorite thing about these bats is that unlike in most video games, they don't travel in parabolas. They're completely random.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so sometimes they just go straight up and down. Sometimes they just change speed and go real slow. Sometimes diagonals. They're great. Great bats.
Oh, jeez.
But there are
Do,
past
do.
like today, so when people game over, they will be able to continue from whatever level they're on.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I'm letting them use passwords. What else do you want?
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, the developer didn't put a ton of thought into different screens, but to be fair, there are a lot of screens. It would actually be quite a bit of work to make them all look different.
No, just get a better texture. And use the better texture. That's all it takes, Jeff. It's really not that much work, okay?
What do you mean you can't just get textures. You mean like
You
stealing
make
one from
the
Windows
text-
3.1?
Oh my gosh, you make the texture. It's not too hard.
Well, there are only about 6 people working on this game, so
We've seen games that were made by like 1 or 2 people that are, look, Hay Fever, which we had on last week, that was made by 2 people.
oh, this is made by a company called
Dog developer, your password was a dog, you better remember. There we go. The dog developer remembered.
Good.
I'm so proud. So, I'm just trying to find, who made this game? What company is this?
It's called Panique. Panique.
Ooh.
And yeah. And it is published by what's it called? Let me check.
I don't. Oh my gosh. I'm just very excited about all of this music and stuff.
It's quite an experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those games that, if you just say it's bad, it doesn't really do it justice. You have to experience.
Yeah, it is bad. It is bad. It's bad.
I was just so delighted when I heard the Windows 3.1 sound. I was like, this is going to be good. I'm going to love this.
Yeah, my question is, what do you think is the worst part of this game?
Honestly, like, the sound effects were grating on me so much. That's what made me want to quit the game. Like, it's not that hard if you sort of pace yourself. Obviously, in a race situation, you're trying to go fast, but if you don't worry too much about getting the Buddhas, and you just learn which routes you want to take. So you can see on most of these levels, there's a top and a bottom. So sometimes picking the wrong one is a really bad idea.
Yeah, like, honestly, the game seems playable, just...
Oh,
like,
secret level was found by Alapex, or a secret room.
Ooh.
So there are a couple things like that where they're blocks that you can break, but they don't look breakable. And if you break them, you get into a secret room.
Oh, yeah.
Alapex is level 3 already.
Yeah, it looks like we have 3 people on the rooftops. Alapex, Freezar, Mooware, they're all there. Dog Developer is a little bit behind, but honestly, he can get caught up. I'm not too surprised. Some people are going to be a little bit behind.
Yeah, the levels get a little bit more difficult as you go along. But the reason I had them do it on extreme difficulty is I think the game's actually not all that challenging on the easy difficulty.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just they'd all get too far into it.
Yeah, honestly, I can understand that, and I think that honestly, when you have a 4-way race, if you are struggling because of the difficulty, guess what? Odds are everybody else is as well. So you don't have to feel bad about having a hard time, because everybody's having a hard time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Alapex passed the night. Yeah, honestly, I think that the music is probably the worst part of this. Not the music, the sound effects. The music's okay. But I love the taking damage sound. It just sounds like somebody turned on like some sort of grinder of sorts,
Right? It's almost like they were trying to discourage you from getting hit by enemies.
Or a buzzsaw. Oh, well, yeah, the thing is, like, video games, you don't have to physically destroy me when I take damage, Damage in a video game should not translate to damage in real life. Oh my gosh, Dog Developer!
All right, so I checked. The name of the company is Mad Data, as you can just see.
Wait, Mad Data?
Mad Data. That was the publisher. What a great name. So it makes sense that Mad Mac would be published by Mad Data.
Oh, yeah. Are you mad about all the data that's out there? Is your name Mac? Well, come on down to Mad Mac's Mad Data store. I don't know. So, from what I can see as well, is that there was another group that was involved in some games. Apparently, this was a Ukrainian... I'm sorry, I'm finding odd information, because apparently there's another Mad Max game that was made by a Ukrainian DOS game developer called CSW Group.
Yeah, that's a different game, but there is a sequel to this, Mad Max 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the remarkable commercial success that this game had with it being so well known.
So they sold 5 copies, and they're like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and the second version, pretty much the same, except they replaced the Buddhas with gems, and they improved the look of the title screen a little bit.
I do see that this company made other games like Sergeant Slot, Galaxy Janitor. It's a shoot 'em up, so odds are we're not going to see it over here. But yeah, you get to shoot 'em up as janitor. It's like Dust Force, but for shooters.
They certainly had some interesting ideas over there.
Yep.
Unique design.
Well, they're trying, you know.
I don't know if these are names of companies or people, but looking at the credits for it, it has programming by Panic, music by Yogi Arts, Jogiarts, graphics by Animate, sounds by Buana Schmidt. So they're actually crediting a person with sound effects from Windows 3.1.
Well, maybe it's the person who made them for Windows to begin with, you know?
Buana Schmidt? Well, yeah, I guess. Could be. But it would be kind of weird, because usually you'd credit the company. At any rate, let's give Buana Schmidt credit for the noises when you get hit by rats. Level design by Yogi Arts, and this was beta tested by 4 people. And then they had technical support from 3 people. So there's a lot of this is like a AAA game.
I mean, yeah, 6 people in the 90s. What year did this come out?
1994.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite a while ago.
It is, but just think of all the, like, isn't this, we had Super Metroid by this time, right?
This is like Super Metroid. Yeah. Well,
yeah, Super Metroid was also 94.
Yeah.
You went to the store, you could choose which one you wanted.
I mean, right around this time, maybe a couple years before, there were games like Commander Keen that were coming out. Like, having platformers that are sort of similar to this. Duke Nukem. No, the mice! Oh! I hate the mice so much.
Commander Keen, the series started in 1990, so I give them a little bit of leeway for...
Yeah, but nobody cared until Commander Keen 4, okay? And that came out... Wait, the 4th one came out only a year after the 1st?
Yes.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Well,
they made a lot of those Commander Keen games.
When did, what's it called?
Apogee?
Chips Challenge.
Oh.
When did Chips Challenge come out? Come on, that had to be... Oh, never mind, that was even earlier. For the Atari Lynx. Like, here's the deal. Programming's hard.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And that's my theory. But honestly, a lot of cheaper games on DOS, when you got freeware or shareware, you never knew what to expect, and many times you could end up with something like this. Which honestly is where a lot of my childhood memories come from. Not this game, but just really crappy video games from that you download from your library, you know? Oh my gosh, Jeff, I remember we used to direct connect
Download
to
from
our
your
library.
library?
Yeah, we would direct
Oh,
connect.
the library's BBS. I see.
Yeah. And it was just.
Or your Gopher site. Which one?
Oh, it didn't even have any visuals. It was just text only. And you'd just direct. What?
How did you download it? How did you get the game from the library?
TCP/IP, man.
Oh, you're way advanced.
What do you mean I'm
Okay.
way advanced? What would you do to download from your library, huh?
Well, our library had a BBS, so you just dial up and you'd look up what books you wanted. And then if you wanted games, you go find some stuff on Gopher. You could use NCSA Mosaic to find what you were looking for. And but yeah, and then you just you wanted your shareware. You go to your local BBS.
That was definitely what it was, BBS. I just didn't know what to call it because I was a dumb child. Yeah, that's definitely what we used. Jeff, you and I are brothers in downloading games from the library.
But I didn't actually.
Did you pirate them from the library? Did you steal the games from the library?
We're not going to talk about.
Did you hack
that.
into the library's mainframe? Their mainframe game frame?
No, absolutely not. I was not part of the hacker scene, and the hacker scene did not get along with the scene I was part of.
So you didn't hold cassettes up to pay telephones. Okay.
No, by that point we used a Hallmark greeting card voice recorder. Like there was this thing that they sold at Hallmark Cards that you could like record your own message to the person you were giving it to. So you could get this like super cheap thing you could record and play back.
Hey,
the noise of a crystal, and that is something I
the noise of a crystal.
That's how like the when you put the money into a payphone, you know, it makes like. Do y'all know what a payphone
Oh yeah,
is?
it goes ding-a-ling, ding.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah. Wait, that's how they would tell if you paid?
Yeah.
By the sound?
So you just played the noise to the to the telephone.
What the? Okay, that's kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
Right? Yeah.
By the way, I do want to say Dog Developer is starting to get back into this. Made a lot of progress quickly through the roof section. Now we've got the water stage. 3 of our players on that. Alapex is already on level 6, though.
Oh, look at all the people in chat that know, yeah, it was a red box. That's exactly right.
Wait,
That's
what?
We called it. The device that I was just describing is called a red box.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I don't know. Yeah, we had a payphone at our school, and so it was great because you know like you didn't have cell phones or anything back then. So if you just wanted to, you know, call people during the day while you were in school, just go there and make all the free calls you want.
Yeah,
long distance.
I was too young to have anything neat like that. And we tended to obey the law in my part of the country.
I was a good child.
I mean, there was nothing.
You know
There was nothing on payphones that said "Don't hold something up to it and play sounds of a gem," as you have described it.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I ran my own BBS. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We got an extra phone line at our house, but because it would have been like our house had old wiring, so they weren't able to actually put a new phone line in. But so I ran a phone line from the telephone pole.
Okay.
To the house. then up the side of the house through a window into my room, and then plugged it into my modem.
Ooh.
And yeah, so it was great. We had I had a lot of doors, which were basically how you could play online games. And some of them were even multiplayer. One person would log on, they'd make their moves in the game, then they'd log off. Somebody else would log on, and it would know what moves were made. You'd make your moves, and you disconnect, and then the other person would have to wait until the next day, and then they'd call in. It was so good. It was like cutting edge technology.
I love that. Oh. I think that's pretty awesome, actually. Like, people found ways to interact with each other that honestly, are never seen today. It's awesome. I'm trying to think, Jeff.
Yes.
I remember my dad made a website back when I was a kid, because that was the thing to do, and basically he made Craigslist before Craigslist existed, okay? In other words, he made an online classifieds website for the local community. Only problem is that he had to go and enter everything in himself and change everything himself, and it was just a lot of work for one guy to do, so it didn't end up being worth it at all.
You didn't help him?
I was a dumb kid.
Still.
Have you heard my stories? No. I probably wouldn't be allowed to help.
I remember, speaking of, manually editing it, I remember Yahoo having all the links were manually added and described. So, like, you'd have to, if you wanted, they didn't have spiders. You'd have to, like, submit something manually and suggest what category it would go in.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the days.
They were days. Yeah. Oh, honestly though, I've done some projects on early internet stuff. It's for the university. It's been fun. Honestly, I love looking at early internet culture and interactions. There's some weird stuff.
Yeah. And the further you go back, the weirder it gets.
Oh yeah.
Like what people were doing to play video games in the 1960s on computers was kind of crazy.
Like what? Were they trying to play like Doom in the 1960s? Time travelers going back and figuring out how to make it work?
Well,
like what games are you talking about?
So, I mean, a lot of things were text-based, right?
Okay.
But you'd have simple things, what sort of ended up becoming Pong, which was, in the 70s.
Oh, I remember some of the crappy prototypes before Pong got made. Those were not good.
Yeah. But back in the 1960s, there was a computer system called Plato. It's like the philosopher. It's not really too well known these days, but during the Cold War, the idea was we wanted to have American students learn math and science. So they had these computers that were supposed to be like teaching instruments.
Okay.
And they were, they'd get a couple of these at universities, and they were really cool. They actually had plasma screens. They were monochrome.
No dormies.
Screens, and they networked.
Okay.
And so it took all of like 3 seconds for university students to figure out, hey, we should make games for this. And so there exists, there is one working Plato computer left, as far as I'm aware, and it's online.
Whoa, Dog Velper just flew across the screen. What is going on?
I don't know, but everybody's making way more progress than I was expecting. And I don't know what keep getting blown back.
I like that glitch.
Okay, all right, that was a thing that happened.
By the way, why do water drips kill you? Seriously, every single time they just have to put in dripping water in a stage that murders you.
Because you're you're a wicked witch. Can't you tell?
No, you're Mad Max. You said there was no magic in this. Are you taking your words back? Are you a witch?
Okay,
Jeff.
No, I'm not a witch. In
Well-
fact, I've never turned you into a noob.
I'm actually kind of sad you're not a witch. Aw, I want you to be a witch, Jeff.
I don't know what to tell you. I just, that's not my thing. But yeah, Alapex is on level 7. I think we might actually see some people finishing this game, which is pretty amazing.
For extreme difficulty, yeah, I would agree. Like, Alapex died, but big deal.
Yeah.
Mad Mac, he doesn't care. Around death? Yeah. Today we say no to death, or whatever the quote is from Game of Thrones. We look at death and we're like, yeah, you loser. Gonna punch you in the face, stupid Grim Reaper. And there we go, level 8 for Alapex.
Oh, wow. This is really amazing. People are making such progress.
Honestly, looking at how Freezered, Dog Developer, and Mooware are doing, that's sort of, I think, what you more expected. That they'd be, what is this, level 3 or 4? There's a ghost, if that helps. Oh, Dog Developer doing the fun dash. I don't know what it is. But hey, if you can fly backwards and to the left, why not use it to blast yourself through screens? You know?
Yeah.
Don't know why. Don't know why it happens.
I'm sure that was the developer intended way to go.
Key.
Because honestly, I don't know what these developers were intending.
I wonder... Oh, it's just Dog Developer keeps getting comboed by the mice.
Yeah.
I hate these mice.
Hey, you're against mice. First of all,
these
I think
ones?
these are rats. I think these are rats.
You think they're rats? Okay, I hate the
they're
rats then.
Number one. Number two, why do you hate rats? Rats
The
are-
sounds! They destroy my ears. My ears might be bleeding. I don't even know I have headphones on. So if I can't remove my earphones because I have dry blood attaching them to my ears, it's because of the rats.
I thought you were a Brosensha fan.
I'm not a fan of myself. Who told you that? That's propaganda. Nah, I'm a fan of myself. That's why I never mute the stream. Although I would be highly tempted to. And honestly, if people are struggling a little bit with this, I will give you permission. We'll be disappointed, but you have my permission.
Permission to disappoint you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good way to... Oh no, Nightbot doesn't have a sub.
Nightbot, you slacker.
Nightbot, right? Nightbot needs to pay up.
I mean, I guess. Nightbot needs to pay up. Yeah, hey, Robot. Can you just imagine? Robot going down to the robot store, you know, buying up some robot groceries, and they're like, hey, $5. And he's like, I'm just a robot. Why do I have to pay? I'm a robot. I'm not even human. Is it illegal for robots to steal groceries? I don't imagine so. I don't think there's a law about robots stealing groceries, so if your robot just so happens to go steal for you, who's to say? You know? I think it's actually legal.
Sure. I believe you think that.
You
And in
believe
fact,
I
it
think
could
that?
very
Wow.
Well, it could very well be legal in Utah, for all I know.
Well, it's illegal to carry a violin in a paper sack in Salt Lake City. So there's that.
But
Yeah, all of
on
you
any day or
violinists.
just on Sundays?
I think on any day. Yeah. It's also illegal to hunt whales.
I support that law. There's a lot of whaling going on by folks in Japan under the pretense of doing research.
Oh, I thought
They're trying to get whale meat.
I thought you were gonna say in Salt Lake. Here's the deal: if there were whales there, they would probably be pretty delicious. They're already like full of
Hey.
salt. What? So you would have to make it illegal, okay?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, if they're delicious because they're full of salt, I bet there are a lot of really delicious speedrunners.
Trying to think who would be the most delicious of them all. Oh crap, we're thinking about cannibalism again. Okay, everybody, whenever we start considering cannibalism, just tell us no.
These are desperate times when you have to play Mad Mac and consider cannibalism.
Yeah, when I hear the rats in this, I think of cannibalism. See, that's why that sound should not be there. No, Radamaford, you're considering cannibalism? No. No. Oh my gosh. Actually, if anybody ever became a cannibal because of me, I would feel really terrible. So, please don't. Don't become a cannibal. That is my one most important piece of advice today. No being a cannibal. This is mostly for FBI purposes. Hi, FBI. I told them not to be
Sundays
cannibals.
or
Let me go. Anytime.
Okay.
I do not endorse cannibalism.
A certain Hannibal would like to have a word with you.
Well, is Hannibal in chat? Because if not, he's a dummy face.
You know, you never really know who's in a chat.
I'd actually be
Yeah,
really surprised if Hannibal Lecter were in my chat, okay? Like, genuinely very surprised.
I mean, there's over 400 people here for some reason.
Yeah, that's weird. But hey, good to see you all. We are 34 minutes into this match, and honestly, like, everybody appears to be in the same place, but Alapex is actually on level 8. The others are on level 4. Alapex definitely has the lead, despite the death right there. Big deal. Whatever. Death happens.
Can we have that as a quote? There's something like... No, it's not. No, we have Tintin go crawl to your death. Jeez, Versentia, is that something you said?
Probably.
Wow. So no cannibalism, but just go die.
Nice. I still love the sound effect for getting the key. It's so good. The bats! Like, Dog Developer, you just need to watch out for the bats and the rats. Oh, you've heard the rat song, right?
And the booze.
You know the rat song?
Rats and the booze. The rat song?
Yeah.
What's the rats?
Rats, the rats, we're the rats. That one.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, we're the rats. I'm the giant rat who makes all of the rules. And then they say something else. That's the rat song.
Thank you. Today I learned.
Yeah, it's happening. Hey, Mooware is moving on.
Yeah, Moo Era up to 5. Good place to be. It is Night over Wakajamistan. I'm just going to say I'm allowed to pronounce it however I want because it's a made-up place.
Oh. Ah, shut up, you stupid... Stop beeping at each other. Oh.
Hey, do you remember, like, about 35 minutes ago when you thought the beeping on the title screen was the worst thing ever?
I mean, it was at that time. But, hey, guess what? When time progresses forward, things can become better or worse.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much from the start of any Ku5ogrande match, they get worse. I can't think of any time that people have said, "Gee, I feel so much better having watched that or having played that." I guess we all like having watched it.
I don't know. There's at least one person in chat who is saying this is their new favorite game.
I don't understand what's wrong with people.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong, but okay.
They're mad.
Oh no! That was the whole point of the game. Maybe you play so long you become Mac.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, there's always people that that like whatever I give out. But to be fair, I'm not that mean in terms of giving games that are really frustratingly difficult. In general, there have been a few of those.
Yeah, especially early on, you're a little bit kinder. You're like, this is weird, but you'll probably have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not... There's nothing... There's nothing really maddening about it beyond the sound effects.
Or the title screen. So what does the ghost have to do with all of this? Why is there... Like, I haven't seen any ghosts. I've seen knights. So there's one ghost.
There's one main ghost. There are these little white
sub-ghosts.
Sub-ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen those ghosts. What is the main ghost's name and why is he blue?
Oh, did I not read the lore yet? I don't think I did.
You might have, but I forgot. Yeah, do it for the people, and for America, and for Germany, and how about do it for multiple countries?
How it all began in the small kingdom of Wakajamistan in faraway Asia.
Okay.
There is a great deal of excitement. The entire national treasury has been stolen.
The entire national treasury? Holy
That's what I just
crap.
said. The thief is the terrible ghost Subai.
Okay.
He took the stolen goods to his castle Sakachi. Only one is crazy enough to face Subai, and retrieve the treasure. Mad Mac! Good luck, Mac. You can use it.
You can use it?
You'll need it. You can use it. Something like that.
Good luck,
I'm just going off of what
Mac. You can use it. I wish that was actually what it said, you know? Good luck, Mac. You can use it.
I mean, it says it in German. Maybe that's what it said.
I mean, I don't speak German. At all.
Does this say you can use it? Is that what that says?
Sure.
Somebody will know. You'll need it.
You'll need it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Good luck. You'll need it.
Dog developer just breaking the game a little bit more. See, I fully approve of when people break games. It's great. It's fun to watch glitches show up, especially if they're useful.
Yeah.
Or, like, game breaking in the bad way. That's also fun. Oh! Like, Doug Developer, this is your last life. You need to be careful and just, like, not touch the bat. The bat? Oh my gosh. Well, you're in the water. Well, Freezer is on the same stage. Alapex is definitely in the lead. Muware is, I believe, starting to make some progress here. Dog Developer is definitely getting a little bit confused since a lot of stuff looks the same. See, Jeff? I said that the game looks the same, and you're like, no, levels look different. And no.
No, all the screens within a particular level look very similar. There are some differences between some of the levels. You know, this all looks a lot different than the first level. Or at least the parts where you're inside the castle.
I mean, I guess. The fireballs. Oh, I like this outside level. Because, like, I don't know, there's a problem with DOS games in the 90s. It's that they felt like having a uniform color in the background was bad. And they always had to have a texture for everything. And yeah, they certainly do. It gives them a very specific look, but oftentimes, like, look at Alopex and FreezeHard and actually all the screens right now. Having a textured background is not really adding anything to it. You know, it makes it look muddy. If you would have had a better texture, then that would have been completely fine. But it looks like mud or like mold. Mud and mold.
Bro, you're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic right now.
Well, you gotta be comfy. I don't know that it's sinking.
The real problem with this game is not the textures.
Is it better than a black background, though? No. The black background was amazing, okay?
Yeah.
Had a couple stars. That's all it needed.
A couple stars and a crescent moon, so you can know it's night.
Yeah, like there are a lot of NES games that I would rather look at than this.
What?
What? It's true.
But this is so good. I love looking at this.
It looks like a crappy DOS game because that's what it is.
I know, but that's so good. It makes me happy.
Cadus is asking what Dog Developer is doing, and I have no idea. I think that at this point, some of the players are starting to get a little bit frustrated with this game. Freezer, for example, going through this water section yet again, like, what's the main difficulty with these sections, Jeff? Is it just that the enemies are completely unpredictable and they'll destroy you because you have no iframes, or is the platforming difficult? What is the hardest part of this?
So the controls are okay. I mean, you can generally jump when and where you intend to jump. The randomness of the enemies can be a little rough. I think that a lot of the problem, though, is that people are in a race, and so they're taking risks that you wouldn't necessarily do if you were playing it more casually.
True.
You know, you could leave the screen and come back if you don't like where the bat is. But when you're doing a race, you're not about to do that.
Well, not only that, but like your reaction time is probably a large part of that as well. If you enter a screen, a bat could potentially just be right on you anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The difference between the difficulty levels is just how much damage the enemies do. So on extreme, you can get into trouble. There aren't that many enemies. You know, you'll see a couple per screen. The problem is generally that you get into situations where there's just not a whole lot you can do if you're just continuing to move forward, right? Like, if you were patient and waited, you can get through them just fine. I mean, you'll take a little damage. But...
That's the problem with a lot of games like this, honestly, that you know, you want to rush because you're racing, but the game really pushes against that and punishes you for rushing. And so, honestly, slow and steady is going to be better than having repeated deaths in games like this. Of course, there are others that I would recommend against the slow strategy, and that is usually if you have a really forgiving life system, a really forgiving continue system, or the game tends to be much easier. Like I'm thinking like Dora the Explorer. I mean, not really a difficult game there.
Explorer.
I wanted to rhyme, Jeff. I wanted to rhyme so bad.
We all want it to rhyme, but
then why doesn't
it make it so?
Oh, it makes it for me. I can will an explorer into existence.
Well, all right.
I'm willing it. Let it be done.
Can you will these sounds out of existence?
No, that is impossible. I'm powerful, just not that powerful. Also, can you kill these knights?
Yeah.
How?
You can also sometimes. I had a situation where I kicked them instead of punching them, and they just disappeared. I don't really know why.
Like, Freezer is just trying to punch this knight to death. Oh, okay, there we go. Holy
They take
crap.
a lot of hits.
What?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, right. Sometimes they take a lot of hits.
What the crap? Level 5 for Freezer.
I don't know what's going on here.
Jeff, come on, man. Honestly, Freezer has a good chance of moving up into second place. Alapex's going to enter a password. And I believe Alapex is still on level 8 because this level is just the worst.
Yep.
Honestly, I think that we're at that point in the match that because of this giant wall that is level 8, I would be surprised if anybody got past it.
Yeah, that's good. And it's always really hard for me to figure out how quickly people are going to...
Stop it!
I love that randomly pushing people back for no... That's so good.
Also, why... I don't know. Like, I'm watching Dog Developer right now, and... Why are there, like, places where you just have to take damage? I don't see any way around it.
That's part of good game design. If you make things random enough, then sometimes you'll take damage and sometimes you won't, and then it all evens out in the end.
No, it doesn't. That's not how it works. You die. If you take more damage than less damage, you're dead.
Sometimes you die and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, that sounds like a good bet. How about we just... You know, Mad Max should have stayed quarantined, okay? Don't roll the dice, Mac. Just stay home. He should have stayed home. You know what? Who cares if your national treasure was stolen? That's what the government's there for, not you, Mac.
Well, but see, he's the only one who's crazy enough to get it back. So
I'd say he's the only one stupid enough to get it back. You know?
By the way, I don't know if we've had this situation happen yet, but those platforms that move up and down, if you're underneath it, they will crush you to death.
Okay.
I'm not sure why you'd end up underneath it, but I have. And they do that.
Okay, good glitch, Dog Developer.
Blueware did have that happen at one point, yeah.
You know, now that I know of that glitch where you fly across the screen, I kind of want to play this game.
We all do, bro.
I want to... well, I really like broken things, okay? Like, you know, going to the thrift store, that's like paradise. How do you deal with this spider? Freeze or just punch the spider. Punch this, or there, or die. That works. You know, the Isle of Broken Toys.
Yeah.
Actually, no. That place was really sad in Rudolph. I'm not the biggest fan.
You're not the biggest fan of Broken Toys?
Not the Isle of Broken Toys, because they're dumb toys, okay? Like, who wants to play with a stupid gnome, okay? He's
You wanna
broken. That's
play-
why he's on the
you wanna
island.
you want to play this toy because it's broken, and not and because those other toys are stupid. I want to play the Adventure of Mad Mac.
Yeah, simply put, some broken toys are better than others, okay? Oh,
Wow.
the island of misfit toys. I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's see. I just need to find a list of the characters here.
So Freezer DB is up to level 6. We are actually getting some spread as to how far people have gotten.
Stop it! Oh my gosh, my ears are so sad. My ears are so sad, just so you know. Okay, Ugh.
I love how games back then still had scores, as if anybody cared. Right, like
Yeah,
I,
no.
I,
I mean, I wonder how difficult it would be to get the high score in this game. Oh, guess what? 5,100 points. That's the high score I'm seeing. 5,200. Yeah, world record right there. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at a Wikipedia for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Misfit toys, and I found one named Dolly, and it lists friends, but it also lists enemies. And the enemy is the Toy Taker. That is Dolly's enemy.
oh,
Yeah, watch out. Wait, this totally isn't the same Rudolph that I thought it was. Never mind, we're gonna leave that Wikipedia, or that wiki. It's a little scary. But yeah, just watch out. If you're a tie, you have an or a toy. Even toys have enemies, and Mad Mac's enemy would probably be the person who made the Windows 95 or Windows 3.1 sound effects. Dog developer, punch that knight until he dies. You can make progress. Oh my gosh, we might actually have dog developer get past this level. Please, please do it. Oh, you're past the knight, but there's knight number 2. You could still grab the thingy. No, dog.
oh, that's so sad.
I'm so sad.
So sad. So close.
Everybody shed a tear for the dog developer. Oh, the sound effects are so good. Like, at least he's having fun and finding a way to break video games, but at the same time, this game was already broken. That's like if you take a broken bicycle and then bend its wheel. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even more broken now. Oh, geez, I remember people, this one kid, back when I was young and went to church, there was this kid who took my bicycle and just, like, kicked the rim repeatedly, and you know, it was in front of other people, completely bent it out of shape, and I'm like, what do I do now? So I just sort of bent it back as well as possible and rode it home. And I'm like, yeah, thank you, Joey. Who even has the name Joey, though? Okay, you have to be a jerk to be named Joey. Unless you're in Full House, in which case you're the coolest. Oh, Joey Gatorman. Hello, Joey.
Wow.
Well, okay, never mind. Let's get on to another subject. Pies. What's your favorite flavor of pie, Jeff?
I'd go with raspberry.
Okay,
'cause
I dig
I
that.
like computers. 'Cause I like computers. But you mean Pi, P-I-E?
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Wow. I knew you were a nerd, but
I like
wow.
I like pie pies, like
Pie
pie.
pie.
Yeah, like from the pie plant. Yeah,
What?
it's strawberry to that. Yeah. Oh, the thing you may know it as rhubarb.
Yeah, strawberry rhubarb is delish.
Um, but its real name is pie.
Wait, are you serious?
It's a pie plant.
I don't know if I should believe you.
All right, then don't believe me.
Well,
but
I'm
the
just
pie
not
plant-
sure if I should. I need some confirmation. Like,
All right, well, Google pie plant.
sorry, you made a joke about pie, raspberry pie, blah, 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 blah. But we actually eat raspberry pies around here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's hard on your
I-
teeth.
See, you thought I was joking when I wasn't, and you thought I wasn't joking when I was.
I don't know who to trust anymore, you know?
Just the second thing I say.
No, you're like the stupid two doors. You know the two doors that I'm
Trust-
thinking of.
Just the first thing I say. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a great riddle. I like it.
You're a great riddle.
All right, Doug Velliver, let's do it.
Come on,
Ooh.
Doug Velper! Oh my gosh, finally! Through the level! It's a little bit late, but honestly, who cares? Doug Velper has gotten through the level. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. This is certainly music.
Yeah. Honestly, for 3 of these players, this is their first Ku5ogrande tournament, and we're at the very beginning of the tournament, so it's actually really impressive as far as everybody's gotten. So
Honestly,
far.
I would agree. They've been doing a fantastic job here. Honestly, we cheer for all the players. The bad things around in this channel are the games and Andy.
Fair enough. If I get Andy, though, I have much worse stuff than this.
Oh,
you know.
okay, good. Punish him.
Of course.
Oh, good. Yeah, it looks like Alapex is pretty much as far as able to get through level 8, and I cannot necessarily blame him. Hey, Dog Developer using some of those glitches to try to make up a tiny bit of the time.
Man, the speedrun of this game is going to be so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You're just going to be
But also-
flying. As long as you can go left. See, Jeff, I always talked about going right to left instead of left to right, and that's why. Because you can
You
fly.
are right. You can fly. You can fly. You can fly.
Yeah. Also, we love Andy, and we just give him a hard time. Everybody give your love to Andy. Must have been love.
And hey, if you all enjoyed this game, make sure you check out Mad Mac 2.
Oh, don't worry. We might one day. Probably not today, though, because guess what? That is time. We are done with this match. It is over, everybody. It is so very over.
This
Your
was
ears.
so good. And this is the furthest anybody's gotten that's documented online. No YouTube videos gotten
Like,
past level 4.
On extreme? Or on any difficulty?
On any level. We get
World
extreme.
record!
This is pretty much a world record, yeah. Like, pretty
Holy-
much everybody here set a world record, right?
Yeah. Alapex, come join world record! I mean, I think Alapex is here. Hello!
Hello.
Oh, let me turn you up. You're super duper quiet. Okay, there. How about now?
Let's see.
Yeah, you're great. World record! So, yeah, Jeff was just saying that nobody else has been documented getting this far into the game. So,
I kind of believe it after seeing that complete death run.
Oh my gosh. It was like this game is nuts. It was so incredibly difficult, especially level 8. I don't even understand how you're supposed to be able to get through it, especially on extreme difficulty. Honestly,
My strategy at the end was to just try to get there with full lives, and I just couldn't do that. Because random bats moving everywhere, just taking lives off instantly, it's a pain.
those bats. I like the bat sound effects, especially when they sounded like a printer. I didn't like the mice as much, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that you
I
agree
think-
with that.
I think a couple of your viewers might disagree with your assessment of mice, but in this game they weren't too good. But I managed to avoid them most of the time.
Yeah, I know that. Well, we were listening to Dog Developer's audio, and I swear that he just decided to go and play around with those mice because, oh, my ears are so destroyed.
Yeah, the mice actually weren't too difficult to avoid. You just jump over them most of the time and maybe take a bit of damage.
I mean, they're
But
not too difficult to avoid. Yeah,
the bats, though, completely random.
gosh.
Always gonna move right when you jump, and you're gonna jump into them and just lose a life or two.
yeah, you're going to die to the bats. That's just the reality of life. What are your thoughts about the game, though? As a whole.
It wasn't too bad until stage 8.
Okay, not too bad until stage 8. That sounds about right. Stage 8, I don't know, maybe one of these days we'll see it completed. I really enjoyed parts of this game, though, especially... I'm sad that we weren't able to see it too much from Dog Developer, but he found a glitch that, well, okay, we saw it a lot. We just didn't see it useful very often, but he found a glitch that allowed you to fling yourself from the right side of the screen to the left.
Yeah, I actually saw that a little bit in control testing. I wasn't able to ever replicate it, so I don't know.
Oh, he
I-
replicated it, baby.
I just know in stage 1, when I was testing controls, I would just like zoom off, and I was never able to do it.
Yeah. That's sort
Although
of how it goes.
The glitch that I liked was I was able to bypass one of the knights without even bothering to fight them, because I just somehow went through his hitbox.
Yeah, everything just seemed very inconsistent. Like the physics, the basic mechanics of the game. I don't know.
The physics, I think I can explain. You jump and you have directional control to a point, and then when you hit that point, you're still in the air and you just drop.
You just drop.
You just drop.
Oh, you know what? I've played quite a few games that do something like that. That you can move up until you reach the certain point in the jump. Yeah. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't particularly love it as a mechanic, but you know, it's been around for a while. So, anything else about this game? Was there anything redeemable?
I kind of enjoyed the spider sprite because it reminds me of the NES Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers game.
Oh my gosh,
Like-
you're right.
Like
Yeah.
it was uncannily similar.
Yeah, I think that maybe I was thinking about DuckTales instead of Rescue
It might
Rangers.
have been DuckTales, yeah.
Well-
It's from one of those Disney games.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Seriously though, fantastic job. Congratulations on getting through and actually taking the victory today. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you've played in Ku5ogrande before, is that right?
That is correct.
Have you managed to get victories before? How far have you gotten into the tournament?
I was just a few points out of bracket last time, probably like 2 or 3 points. I don't remember. And I did win the Spider-Man 3 one,
Wait,
the bootleg one.
the one oh, that one that had the same cutscene every single time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. That one is
I
beautiful.
even posted that cutscene in the chat, in the match chat.
I love it. It's a good cutscene. It's so good that they had it 50 times.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Are you streaming anything these days? Anything else going on that people should know about?
I typically stream a bunch of different things. I've been streaming a lot of Link to the Past Randomizer. I've been streaming Mega Man X lately because I've never played the game.
Ooh, sweet. Mega Man X. I played that a lot as a kid. It's a blast. So, yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and go follow Alapex. All of our streamers do have Twitch channels that you can go and follow. They were the names that showed up on the stream, so please go give them some love. Alapex, thank you so much. Jeff, thank you for choosing this game, and I will catch you all later.
My pleasure. Talk to you all later.
Yeah! Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We are actually pretty far behind. I'm going to take just 1 minute to set up, and then we will go live. So let me go ahead and run a short ad. We will be back.